If you're out there listening to this show and you're smoking crack and you're not tired, you're smoking too much crack. I'll tell you that. Welcome, the day after Easter. Aren't shows after holidays fun?
Yeah.
When you do shows after holidays, you get done with the show and you look at who watched and you'll go, oh,
what have I done wrong with my life?
Oh, yeah. You know what it always is? We have the same conversation every year. We go, didn't we say last year we were going to take this day off?
Yeah.
So welcome to the show this morning, guys. We're being very domestic this morning. It is the day after Easter. It's a day for domesticity. It is a full one today, so 350. Let's do that. I did not like Mussolini Diff. His first comment today. April's Fool will be appearing in a couple minutes. It's April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
It's not April. What he's saying, I think he's talking about my wife saying that I am her fool, which is fine for me to say.
Right.
It's offensive when you say it.
But are we allowed to notice?
Yeah.
Okay, so then, yeah, I'm good.
Political correctness, they say, is a crime against noticing. You are allowed to notice. You're just not allowed to notice to me. You know?
Notice amongst yourself.
Yeah, how hard is that to understand? That's something the internet doesn't grasp. You know, they think that's hypocrisy or something else. Like, no, it's just a request. Go ahead and notice whatever you want. Just go notice it somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be noticed.
Don't bring it to my desk. I'm done.
I live it. So if you notice it, I probably already know. There's no reason for you to inform me. I didn't lose my ring, by the way. I just can't remember where I put it. There's a difference between losing it and not remembering where you put it. It's the fucking thing somewhere.
Right. Well, I mean, technically, even when you lose it, it is always somewhere.
Right.
Just you don't know where it is.
I know where my last one is.
Vaguely. Yeah. You got like a 5-mile ballpark radius.
Somewhere in the June Grass Drive neighborhood of Big Lake, Minnesota, chucked into somebody's backyard. Whoa! Just chucked it. New girlfriend was there and everything. Just bam! Got rid of that thing. Anybody finds it, let me know. I'll shove it up your asshole. Sorry.
Somebody probably picked it up and just went, oh, this must be one of those chastity ring things.
or it's just a really bad neighborhood and they went, another divorce. Put it in. Like in some neighborhoods, if it's really rich, they'll collect golf balls that land in their garden or their backyard. Where I used to live, it was, another wedding ring got chucked.
Yeah, that's how you know how bad the economy is, when a bunch of middle-aged, just middle-class Americans run around with metal detectors, checking everybody's yard. Like, I'm just looking for whoever didn't make it.
Right, exactly. And then they hear a faint, distant scream of freedom.
That's another few $100.
Your guts just get ripped out. All right, guys. Anyway, welcome to the program. Great to have you.
Because who parties hard on Easter? Like, it's mostly for the kids.
I had a few beers at April's parents' house.
I mean, yeah, but again, parties. Oh, that's right. It's you. I was going to say, parties hard. Like,
I didn't party that hard. I smoked some crack.
Smoke crack with me, bro.
Smoke crack with me, bro. I did such a dumb thing. I took a shower last night. I was feeling good. I was feeling ready. I was like, oh, that's productive. I'm ready for tomorrow already. Went and smoked a cigar afterwards.
Yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose of the shower.
It defeated the purpose. It defeated the purpose of the whole shower thing. And then I got up this morning, and I got everything ready. I got up early. I got everything ready. And then I wake up, I come down here, I get it set up, and I go, look at my phone. It's like 5:15. I'm like, shit, I can go back to bed for like another 20, 25 minutes. So I feel like if anyone is even less motivated than me today, the day after Easter might be
a little difficult. Day. Yeah.
Especially if they smoked a little crack. Because if you smoke a little crack and you come down,
sleepy.
You should be. If you're out there listening to this show and you're smoking crack and you're not tired, you're smoking too much crack. I'll tell you that. Los Federales says, Requeta has your cock ring, Aaron. I knew it. But how's he going to do with all that restricted blood flow? Get it? This is not. All right. They're saying my wedding ring is in April. Oh, lucky me. Sorry, honey, you just swallowed that thing up. You mind squeezing it back out for me? There's no such thing as smoking a little crack, says Mr. Q. Ask Hunter. Well, I mean, it's not really the representative for crack. Well, you know what? Actually, no, I think it is.
Upper crusty white guy. Yeah.
He might be the representative for crack. But there was also, I got a new book called Proverbs.
Yeah. Proverbs.
It's inspirational dog stories with godly advice and proverbs mixed in.
Right.
I got it as a gift, as like a funny haha gift.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually been reading a fuck thing.
Is it good?
Like a cat lady. There's some interesting lessons in there. You know?
Any pit bull stories?
Not yet.
Well, they haven't touched about Satan.
Yeah, they haven't gotten to thou shalt not kill yet. So there haven't been any pit bull ones. They did have a pug one.
What was the pug one?
I don't. The pug was didn't want to eat.
Oh.
I'm not saying that this weekend during my daughter's party that I jumped on trampolines with Nick Rekieta, but that doesn't necessarily mean gay. Two guys can jump on trampolines together.
It's totally gay.
And it's
well, you know what? Honestly, I'm saying that, but I have to say maybe I'm just jealous because I know I can't jump on trampolines.
That's true. Like
maybe I'm just angry about it, and I'm
my
projecting.
friend and neighbor was there, and he stood on the platform. He did not jump on the trampolines.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe that is gay. But joke's on you. Did you know I dunked? So they have a they have a Probably
That's not helping.
That's probably
not. Did you know I dunked? Yeah, all the way to the base of the shaft, just right in.
Yeah, I didn't think that one. I didn't think that one through. I'm a fuck up. Perpetually. 3:10 away from today, guys. Go to PayPal and fill us up. We appreciate it. I'm gonna go fill this thing up. I really thought about maybe getting a beer instead.
You do you, homie.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna fill this up.
Well, if we knock out the goal, that could change.
If we knock out the goal before 8 o'clock, I'll have a few beers today. Why the hell not? All right, Johnny's going to take over for about a minute and a half. I'll be right back with lubrication.
Oh, we do have 2 beers.
See, look, I have 2. If we knock it out by 9 o'clock today, meaning an hour, a little over an hour and a half, I'll have a couple to celebrate.
There we go.
If not, I'll weep into my soup. How's that? 310 is the number today. You know, honestly, if we get it around 200 by 8 o'clock, I think we're in good shape. So if you feel like contributing to the program, we would appreciate it. Those are going to be some warm-ass beers, says Cynically Insane. Not if you guys,
Not if you crack it out.
Not if you guys knock this thing out and you feel like being generous for us and keeping all of us paid, as they say. It wasn't April at the post office. No, April just sends that shit out from here. Gift certificates and stuff. That doesn't need to be a post office trip. A lot of that that's when we have a merch order, then she has to take that to the post office. But like prizes and shit.
So we are not 310.
Appreciate that. We're 295 away.
You're doing great, guys.
From today's goal. Thank you very much. Get that down to 200 by the end of the hour, and we're going to be in great shape. Also, if we get in the next hour and a half, if that goal gets knocked out, I'm going to celebrate a little this morning. Kids are off spring break now, so they got back to full school days.
There you go.
That's kind of nice. Go ahead. Is that today? They all go on sale?
Yeah, dude. And some places, they go on sale the day before. Sean asking if my ferry arrived. Yes, my weed
Your weed ferry. What's your weed ferry?
My weed ferry is me deciding that I will pay money to go buy weed because I stopped smoking weed for 3-4 days. So
is that a long time to stop smoking weed?
Not really, but when you're someone like me who smokes as much and as often as I do, then yeah, it can suck.
I don't know about drugs. I'm an innocent. I know T-Gun thinks I'm going to do coke in the bathroom. I don't know where people who don't like me got this. I keep saying it. Like the first round of lies, I guess the first year or two we did this, didn't pan out. So now they got to try a new line of attack. The new line of attack is that I'm the coolest guy who ever lived. It's such a, like
He's swinging and he's doing coke in the bathroom, man.
First of all, I've done coke once in my life at my buddy's wedding. I was not a big fan. But I'll also tell you this. If I were to do it again, I wouldn't waste it.
On a show?
Like, if I at what is it? 8 o'clock in the morning, going in the bathroom and going, oh yeah. Let's fucking go. Now let's go talk about politics.
Oh man, I can't believe I gotta do this effing story about Ukraine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man, Geesart tells us Aaron can't even handle caffeine.
Right. These 2 beers will put him in the bag. If he did a line, he'd explode.
Yeah, dude, I'm like in your guys' eyes, like if you don't like me, I'm the coolest guy in the world.
And the worst part is they hate you more for it. It's like, you hate the thing you made up in your mind. I'm not that guy.
Yeah. They create a thing, he's swinging and doing coke. And I'm like, I'm really not. Like, fuck you, you piece of shit, for doing all that. And I'm like, because I'm pretty boring. I'm excited to go see my buddy who owns an e-cig shop today. If
I drink 2 beers, I might need to take a nap. Holy Lord.
Yeah, I'm going to fill out some paperwork for Johnny. And then I got to decide, do I go see my friend or do I go take a nap? I don't know. Which way does the wind blow? I'm not really sure. I got to find out how much we're going to miss our goal by today.
I mean, if anyone you want to accuse of taking, doing lines or stuff in the bathroom, it makes sense for me. I need the energy. It would help my body move, but I can't afford that shit. So, yeah, no, I don't know where they get the you're doing blow in the bathroom.
Well, it's all the pussy I'm getting.
Yeah, but then what? So wait a minute. You're doing blow in the bathroom, but every time I go in the bathroom, I'm not. I wouldn't leave the bathroom. I'd be looking for blow. Right. I know it's here somewhere.
You'd be like, where does he hide this shit?
Where is he stashing this stuff?
Unbelievable.
It's in the ceiling tiles, isn't it?
Yeah, like Ricada was telling me too, like in his chat now, it's like, what are you and Imholte doing? Just coughing all the time and doing drugs? And he's like, hey, no. We show each other John Carpenter movies we like. I showed him Red State the other day.
How did he like Red State?
I don't know, I fell asleep in a chair.
It's because I was tired from all the blow and the
all
sex.
The blow and the fuck, yeah.
I just passed out in a pile of white powder and dried.
Hill of Bean says, Coke swinger, Aaron, I knew you were a gangster. Right, buddy? God, I wish we could. I'm going to start like live streaming. I mean, I wouldn't because it's tough to do that. But I'm going to live stream my hangouts with my streamer friend. And you guys can see just how rad we are. Hey, man, you want to watch a movie today? Yeah, sure, dude. What do you want to watch? Oh, man, you can watch Big Trouble in Little China. That's a good one. All right, Nick, let's watch it. You're not going to fall asleep a quarter of the way in sitting in that chair, right? Nah, no, we'll be good.
Definitely will.
Fucking.
Is the chair too comfy?
Yes, I'm old. I'm the opposite of a guy and doing coke all the time. I'm just an old guy who falls asleep watching a movie with my friend. Oh, last time we were there, I bought him a cigar because I'm a cigar guy. And I'm like, here, you'll like this one. It's a little milder. And I bought my Rocky Patel. It was a rocky day. And we smoked them, and we stopped smoking them about 3/4 of the way through because, and I quote, ooh, these are really starting to hit me. So yes, crazy coke swinger us. We're like, I have to put out this tobacco cigar.
I got to slow down. I've almost gotten all the way through this. I'm starting to feel it.
Starting to feel a little lightheaded with this tobacco stick that we've got here. Now, if you'll excuse me, we've got to go do crank and fuck each other. Again, I know you guys want me to be more exciting than I am.
It's almost disappointing. I know I can't live up to your expectations.
I sometimes feel like I should buy a hooker or something.
I didn't want to, honey. I had to. I got to keep up appearances.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm disappointing so many people. And it's really starting to catch up to me. And we made about $80 so far today. Matt Joe says, remember when Nick was covering the Johnny Depp trial? Yeah, I wish I would have done that.
That would have been a good idea.
That would have been a great enough idea. Yeah, I listened to him talk about like when he had the Rittenhouse trial and when he had the Johnny Depp trial. I'm like, Hey, that's cool. You ever listen to morning radio in St. Cloud, Minnesota?
You ever just talk about the news and like huff around and do weird impressions and shit? No.
Yeah. I mean, you ever do shit like that? I mean, that's kind of fun, right? It's like, yeah. Or I just watch a trial and have tens of thousands of people watch me and pay me ungodly amounts of money. And you're like, yeah, I mean, that's all well and good if you're a fag, but you ever make a bunch of jokes about like turtle wax? No. It makes me feel really good. 255 away. Let's knock that out. Roots Calhoun says maybe you'd get some dough if you shaved that shit off your face. I'm about to.
Are you having trouble with the facial fuzz?
No, I don't mind it. It's just that
if it gets the money in.
Yeah. People aren't giving money because my face looks like shit. I'm drinking a beer, by the way.
You don't. Yeah, you have my permission. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it.
Would you like one?
Shit, fuck, why not?
It's a McGolden. I don't have any golds. I thought I had golds in the fridge. So I have to drink April's shit. It's not bad. I don't mind McGolden.
I didn't realize I was drinking April's beer before I took it. Now I feel bad.
I don't want fop. God damn it. I'm a Dapper Dan man. Every time I don't have my Minnesota Gold. All right, so there you go, guys. 255 is the number. If you could help out, make it a little bit more fun show the day after a holiday and whatnot. Thank you, guys. PayPal, Venmo, best ways to do it. Otherwise, Super Chats, memberships, etc. Let's get it done. I want to talk. 45 minutes away from trying to knock out this last 135 today. We have gotten there. We have gotten close enough to be within striking distance. So if you guys want to contribute to the show, please help. A little bit at a time is going to knock this whole thing out and get us 30 minutes of overtime.
30 seconds of overtime.
Yes.
Go.
And then also guarantee that this show stays properly funded. I think I'm going to go for one more last one, and then that's it. Do you want another one?
Yeah, sure. I'll drink another beer.
We're going to grab another beer. You guys knock out that goal with PayPal and Super Chats and all that shit, and I'm going to go grab us another beer.
People coming.
SH says, take all the pictures you want. Just don't post them online, dummies.
Yeah. Again, it's the sharing it online is the only ground that anyone is like, I'm offended, I'm appalled. Only room anyone has for that is because nobody needed to know. Nobody needed to know.
Ken says, would you guys go to Compound Media if asked, or Aaron and April with Johnny? Yes, of course, but we've done 6 shows on Compound. I've guest hosted Anthony's show. Anthony's been here. I've been on his show. I've done In Hot Water.
I've met Gino twice.
Yeah, we're very, and we're April and I are, well, and Johnny are good friends with Gino and Keanu. They're wonderful people. And yeah, I mean, of course I would, but the deal would have to be right.
See, he won't admit it. He's too much of an upstanding guy. Like E-Rock is always like, man, we could bring you on board if you just drop the tard. And he's like, come on, I can't do that to the guy.
I can't, and I always say I can't drop the tard, and I go, hey, wait a minute, you made me call him a tard. Damn it.
It's accurate.
You guys knock out that last $50, and we're gonna call today a win, and we're gonna finish up with that drunk ass lady. And I'm going to go get the apple pie moonshine because I think we're out of beers.
All right.
I think I got to make a run, as it were. So 5 minutes left. Let's go ahead and rally up and knock out that last 50 and call it a W. I'm getting so... I got to... Trying to figure out. I know that you and I got to do a paperwork thing after the show.
If you got a lot of stuff going on, it can wait.
No, it can't. It literally can't wait.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I have to get that done.
I don't want to be a...
I have to mail it to people as well.
Yeah, no, you've got shit to do too.
But then also, dude, I have very little to do. The kids are back in school. I have all day to do one thing.
Okay, well, I've got shit to do.
No, we're going to do your thing right after.
Okay, fine.
But what I'm saying is I want to knock out this last 50, and I want to pick up and see what this woman's got going.
I still don't know
what
you mean by Eiffel Tower, so...
Thank you to 383 Novocaine. We've knocked out today's goal. Anything you guys feel like contributing for this story or whatever goes to tonight's show. April and I on the evening show.
So knock out that goal.
Yeah, you guys want to knock out that one. I'm going to fucking...
We're going to have fun with Blonde Lady.
Fuck that. Anything that comes in right now is going half to Johnny, half to the goal. There. Anything that comes in during overtime Half to Johnny, half to the goal tonight. Boom. Ken Decker. Eric Decker.
Becoming a baby boot. Man, that guy is a fan. Thank you for being
I
here.
like this Ken Decker guy. He's all right. He's a good dude. He likes to have a little bit of fun with the boys. I don't mean that in a gay way.
Not today, anyway.
That made it sound like I meant yes. Do you want me to? Would you like a little apple pie?
Sure,
moonshine?
if you don't mind. I don't. If you want to share, I won't say no. I love that stuff.
We're gonna do some apple pie moonshine. We're gonna watch the rest of this crazy white bitch for overtime. And if you guys throw in any money on any of the links, we're going to give half to Johnny and half to the evening show. Let me type this up. Half to Johnny, half to tonight. There we go. Copy. Boom. All right. I'm going to go get us a couple of drinks. It was apple pie moonshine, by the way, that led to my having to leave radio.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You and Adrian had a fun time with that, and look where it landed.
It was Adrian's birthday, so I'm going to go get that.
I love how guilty he feels about the whole thing and all the responsibility he did.
Yeah, he really felt bothered by the whole thing. All right. I'll be right back.
Okay, I don't know if he was aiming to make that more because the goal was knocked out, but either way, that's what we have. I don't understand. The thing is, like, that stuff lasted like a couple of, I don't know, a week and a half or whatever. But once I cracked it open, it was gone. Like, no.
Oh, boy. I got to send off a text.
Kyle's warning me, Johnny, stop drinking. Aaron's just trying to get you drunk before you sign paperwork. What's the worst that could happen? I don't need to read things.
I have to ask a quick question about times and when I can meet someone.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't know what the situation's going to be like after this.
I mean, it shouldn't be that bad.
Or should...
I've been flying for 30 years.
I've been flying for 30 years.
Happened.
It sounds like my meeting today time is flexible.
Oh, okay, good.
So if I don't want to drive immediately after the show, I don't have to.
Well, I have to drive home after this. I can just drive you. What's the worst that could happen?
I blow an opportunity. Lucky opportunity.
That's my middle name.
Oh, I didn't mean it.
All right.
Can we watch the rest of this, please?
I mean, if you're done goofing around.
Can you please stop goofing around so we can watch this white lady lose her shit? My goodness.
Oh, my Lord.
Matt Fields becoming a baby boot for his 13th month says, Happy April Imholte Day, a.k.a. April's Fool Day. Oh, April's Fool.
Ah, clever.
And Vino Veritas. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I don't want to piss 3 times during a show, and we got 40 seconds left. So I'm going to call it right here. And here's what you guys should do. Just Kidding LLC on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. Subscribe on all 3. That's Johnny's show. It's on at 2 o'clock Central today. Go and watch it. Just Kidding LLC on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. Thank you guys for a great show. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, let's go to 2 p.m. If you made that $499, I'd think about it. All right, boys and girls, I'm out of here. Johnny's out of here. 2 o'clock, he's going to be back on. We'll be back on this channel at 7 o'clock Central
Jesus,
Time.
Man.
Oh, I'm getting out of here.
Okay. Hello. Howdy, everybody. Good evening. Please, somebody put in the chat if you can hear me or not. I have still yet to take the class from April Imholte on how to start these shows. So this is going to be a cold open. I see MSO can see me. This must be good. As you can see, Aaron is not here yet. He absolutely might be. I don't know where he is right now. Maybe he's with his other ladies. I'm not sure yet. In fact, I almost didn't make it here today at all. So I can't imagine the tragedy that would have gone down had neither of us showed up. Hey guys, let's stop being a piece of shit in the chat, huh? Let's not do that. You will not stick around very long. Okay. Cold open. I'm here. This is going to be a great show. I'm very excited. I wore yellow for you guys tonight. I know that's one of your favorite shirts for me to wear is the yellow ones. This one I don't think I've ever worn on here because it's a little bit revealing. I usually wear a sweater over it. I have one to my left. It's rather warm in the basement today, so this is what we're doing. Hello everybody. I see here, this is going to lead into my story I'm about to tell all of you. So I effed up my Buick's girlfriend is in the chat and says, my boyfriend is glad you made it home. Yes. This person saved me today. I had no idea how bad this was about to get. But thanks to an OG listener tonight, I am here. I did not get in an accident thanks to this man. I would like to send him something nice, so I hope he's going to message me. I believe maybe we've messaged already before, but oh yeah, Aaron's already in the chat. Give April all your money. I'm sorry, Aaron. I don't really know how to copy and paste all this shit into the chat over and over again. But there is our goal is pinned to the top, 250 by 9:30. No, wait, 250 by 9 o'clock to go to 9:30. I believe that's how he's planning this out today. That's the usual one. Like I said, I don't know what Aaron's up to. Could be anything. He's a man that really gets around, as I'm told. I've heard some stories. Maybe his girlfriends will be in the chat tonight. I do like this part, though, when people in the chat start theorizing why nobody's here. Fauci's Pangolin already says the 90s again, which, by the way, I've wanted to go there for years, and until I gained some people in my life, the most beloved people in my life, a few of them, including Aaron, I had never been able to go because I'm not going to go by myself. It's not a safe endeavor. The 90s is maybe one of the most fun places I've ever been for a good night out. Drinks, dancing, lights, sweating, everything. It's foam parties. I've been to my first foam party ever recently, which was really, really fun. Definitely check out the gay 90s sometimes. It doesn't really matter if you're gay, and I think all of us are a little bit gay anyways. Somewhere in there, we just don't like to admit it. And that's okay. All right. Let's get to these theories, and then I'm going to get to this story as to why I almost didn't make it either. Oh, God. I hate this right now, you guys. I'm getting the best phone call ever. My phone's not connected to the board because it never has been, but can you read this? Oz is calling me right now, and I can't talk to him because... Okay, you know what? Here. We're going to answer it. We're going to put it on speaker. Hold on. Hey, buddy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How's it going?
I just want to give you creds. Like, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. What are you up to? I miss you. Did you say drinking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just want to give you congratulations. You're doing a great job. So,
Really? Well, thank you. That's a huge honor coming from you. Obviously, nobody forgets about you. We miss you. Would still love to have you come in and do a show every now and then.
Yep, I would love to do that. But yeah, just wanted to give you creds. So keep rocking it. I'll talk to you soon.
Oh, thanks, buddy. We love you.
Yep, take care.
Bye. Yeah, Aaron's currently out looking for his third wife. I hope so, man. He deserves everything in the world. I'm just kidding. I want to stick around. That'd be cool. Oh, 383 Novocaine with my theory. Aaron is hungover from 2 beers and a shot of apple pie. Yes, they had some fun this morning. Guys, I still would like to knock out at least half this goal before he gets home. I think that'd be cool. This interests me sometimes. We have somebody who's concerned trolling right now. John Bear says, quit the show, April. You were only eye candy for the show. Aaron is using you. Now, sometimes when that type of stuff happens, like, it doesn't bother me. It's fine. I just wish on occasion that you would give the almost 30-year-old a little bit of agency over herself. I do believe that I would have avenues of quitting the show if I felt I was being used. But on the flip side, there maybe is something to it, and maybe Aaron is just using me. Oh, this is fun too. Dale Earnhardt says he's not in jail. She'd be a lot happier if so. No, I would not. Contrary to popular belief, that man has made my life much happier. So he's not always the asshole you think he is. Whereas the hot one says Zeke, Kyle, never going to get me. I don't know where he is. He just messaged me. I was on my way home from seeing family today. And he messages me. He's like, look, I'm going to have you start at 7 tonight because I've got something to do. And I don't know what kind of doing that is, but he's like, look, do you think you could start at 7 and be without me for a little while? I guess. I don't want to be fired. If Aaron wanted a celebrity pass to fuck, obviously it has to be Eric Church, right? God, who else is he like? Eric Church, Ewan McGregor, or Edward Norton. I think those are at the top of his list. A gay pass, yes, Michael. We can all do gay passes. It's 2024 now. That shit is not to be ashamed of. Ew, I hear noises behind me. Get out of here. This is my show now. Fan funding. Here we go, Ozone. I'm going to see if you left one. You did. Ozone with $4.99. Who are you?
Sexual harassment.
Ah! No. You have to sit in my seat for a couple minutes.
What? Bullshit.
Oh, shit.
I don't have a mic.
That's true. Oh, me.
Oh, Jew.
Here, ready? Take. Now. You can take mine for a couple minutes.
I'm going to be overmodulated.
You homo? No, this is great. Ozone says, Kevin said he wants you to be a guest on MLC. You in? No.
I am.
Aaron is.
I'm in.
Aaron's forever into Kevin.
I'll go on, Kevin. Your audience, I'll tell you this about Kevin's audience. They're not good at talking shit.
I don't remember MLC. Men love cum.
Men love cum.
Men love cum.
No,
men
that
love
audience,
cocks.
they send in super chats and they're horrible at shit talking. Like, I'd fall asleep.
Hey.
They'd write in and they'd be like, I'm going to get Aaron. And we tried this on that Ray DeVito podcast. They tried like hell to get me. And I'm just like, guys, you're boring me. You're going through the motions. So, I mean, it would make Kevin a shitload of money. I would be one of Kevin's biggest guests ever. And I'd get him some of his biggest numbers and draw him some of his most money. But his audience is really not good at talking shit. Like, that whole universe is not good at talking shit. They're just weird
we
and
can't
like
mention,
obsessive
remember?
and strange.
But that universe isn't for us.
Well, he asked me if he asked you if you would go on. I said I would.
simply said no. Aaron would. Hey, would you do me a quick favor?
Go ahead.
Add this shit up. Would I go down?
I already have.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah, I was adding it
How
up
do you
as
do
you
that
went.
and drive or whatever you were doing?
I'm not good at either one of them. Thing. So go ahead, throw in Streamlabs, PayPal, all that shit.
Thank you.
Here we
Hey.
go.
Do you like how I worked on the fly, by the way, which you never do with your phone on the show?
You made it work.
Oz called me, and instead of panicking and not taking the call, I figured it out.
You did. I'm proud of
I
you.
didn't need that shit connected.
I'm proud of you. MSO says, ruined the show. We all were enjoying April in charge. She still is. So April got into a situation. I'm going to let her tell it, and I'm going to get situated and get all my stuff together. You guys keep knocking that shit out. You're doing great. And April will tell her story. Go ahead.
Oh, my God. People are mean to you. Okay. So tonight, I was leaving my family about five-ish to get back here to do this lovely evening show. And this, I know he's got to be listening right now. This, I'm going to call him a crazy-looking man. I was in the left lane on this highway. It's a 2-lane highway. No, wait. So 2-lane going one direction. So he
4-lane highway.
So, yeah.
That's all right. Go ahead. You're doing great.
4-lane highway. This crazy-looking man, this Ford.
I'm sure he likes hearing himself described that way. By the way, thank you for complimenting my looks earlier. That was very nice, actually. That was very sweet.
I don't remember doing that.
You did. You were very nice to me.
It's show amnesia. I don't.
It made
remember
me
anything.
feel good. I'm just letting you know it boosted my
I don't
self-esteem.
think it happened.
I felt loved. Continue on.
I like how you interrupt my story of survival.
You were asking
for your appearances.
You were asking me if the 2-lane road thing was correct, and I
didn't ask.
Go ahead.
Very nice man. Ended up cutting it off for me. I have the piece in my truck. I hate it, but he did a very good job. I think he deserves all the praise.
Now maybe
He's a
you'll
good
finally
man.
pick that collision place that you need to go to.
I know.
April filed her claim with insurance, and like, you need to pick a place you want to go to so we know to work with them, and she hasn't done it.
Anyways,
I'm not allowed to. They emailed me about it, and I said, well, it's blah, blah, blah. And they said, are you the claimant? And I said, no. And they're like, then you need to fuck off. They wouldn't let me do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Although you're on the policy?
You have to do it. It's your truck.
Fine.
It's your truck, your name. I don't get to do it.
Fine.
So
Well,
maybe something to think about.
anyways, ironically, it looks better with it cut off.
Well, then you know what you do? You file the claim, you get the estimate, and you pocket the cash.
No. Are you kidding me? Gotta fix that shit. No,
That's what I did with my dent.
This man, though, I want to sincerely thank him one more time. He won't let me. He's like, oh, you don't owe me anything. But I'm like, please message me so I can send you something nice. I don't
She kept
have
trying to
anything on
jack
me.
him off.
Yeah, but I heard he had a girlfriend, so
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was just
think that
weird.
was wise.
Yeah.
I know Aaron wouldn't care. He saved my life, so. I'm kidding.
Have something to say about
Jokes.
it. It would upset me.
I think his girlfriend's in the chat. She should consider staying with that man.
Let's go to Scooby Jooby Jew. $20 from him. He says, I wore my steel. I got a private message from Crunchy Cynicism. Should I read it?
Well, you two fuck sometimes, so yeah, you probably
we do
should.
sometimes.
You might want to, schedule that around me. At least pencil me in once or twice.
Pencil you in once or twice a week? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
How about a couple times a week for you? Once
At
a
least
week.
7 for her.
I got to give my wife more.
At least once a day.
My wife gets the most, and then she can have the next most. And then, I don't know, I'll keep my dance card open for one. Just in case. When you're swinging all the time, you got to keep your options
I
open.
don't think that's considered swinging.
Johnny and I were talking about it today. I always just marvel at how cool everyone who hates me thinks I am. And they're because I went to the bathroom today and they're like, oh, Aaron he just went and did coke. And I'm like, you guys think I'm a lot cooler than I am. Like, I'm fucking, I'm doing coke.
I know. About the swinging stuff, you guys make it sound so interesting and fun. I
Right.
might just start doing it.
8:30 in the morning, I'm just like, oh, Aaron's fucking Keanu and Lady Rackets. I'm like, God damn, I'm swimming in pub.
Where am I?
I'm fucking April.
Where am I?
You're finna call everybody too.
What?
Yes.
So you get all the drugs and the police?
And you're getting all the dicks, apparently.
I think your powder is actually Fun Dip, which would be awesome.
Fuck. That's why I'm so
Fun Dip
jacked
is
up
so
all the
good.
time. It's sugar.
I actually wish you'd buy me Fun Dip sometimes.
All you got to do is ask. Lossless. I love Lossless. He says, Aaron, you're lucky. April almost took $500 to knock you out when you got back. I actually saw that in the chat. I was going to endorse that.
I would have done it.
$500. That would have pretty much been all the evening shows for this week. I'd have taken a right hand for that one.
I think I could do it if you let me. I've never hit somebody like that.
I don't think you could knock me out.
On purpose without mitts.
Loaded Wrench, the hairline is from dragging the Coke table. That's exactly what it is.
Jesus.
By the way, it's a mirror. It's not a table. It's a mirror. Carlos says he's preparing for that celebratory 10th anniversary show, Line of Blow. It's not going to be a line. It's just going to be like a Scarface pile.
Oh, yeah, like on your table. Wait, is it his desk? He's just got this mound.
Yeah,
Sticks
I'm
his
just going to
face
go
in.
right from the mound.
Dude, that doesn't look like a good idea. I disavow. I discourage you from doing this.
Bunch of so running this show with me. Jesus Christ. 195 is the number. Tori Spelling divorced her husband on their podcast, which something we should think about when that day ever comes.
Okay, fair enough. If you and I are ever at the point where we need to split,
Yeah.
why would we do that off camera?
Yeah, just do it on the show.
I think any big thing like that you should do on camera.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, don't even tell each other.
Monetize your divorces, guy.
Yeah, just monetize your divorce. For sure.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so we got to each their own, I suppose. My point is, hey, by the way, did you find my ring today when I asked you to look for it? Ah, damn it.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Man, I'll tell my family to look for it later.
I felt bald all day.
Yeah, that
But,
happens to me sometimes.
Yeah.
But I got them on today.
Everything gonna be Irie.
You like mine? They look good,
Looks
right?
very
Look at my
nice.
dry ass knuckles.
You do have dry ass skin.
Damn.
I'm embarrassed to be seen with you
I know, me
with
too.
all that dry skin.
It's like Grand Canyon in that one.
Oof.
I put lotion on it constantly.
So the Shakira tweet, I'll be Josh and says what goatee. Oh, by the way, I did get a comment from Cambodian River Pig. I love that guy. He does reviews of Swedish channels.
Okay.
And he left a comment on our show this morning. He said, holy shit. He goes, everyone's kind of noticing that you're right about Melton. If he doesn't talk about you, he's got nothing. He goes, he was watching some fat guy today and just calling him fat. He goes, it was the fucking worst thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, yes, I rescued the guy. I gave him everything. I'm his daddy. He knows this. And I just want to thank you.
So,
And I say you're welcome. And if Cambodian River Pig recognizes it, that to me is normal, intelligent people.
so it's just more of the pot calling the kettle black.
Oh, right? How dare he?
How dare Patrick call anybody fat?
Well, that's
kidding me?
obviously him coping and trying to,
Look,
it furthers the whole lore that he's trying to run away from what he is. He's trying to put on a character. It's like a little boy pretending to be a superhero because his uncle molests him. That's what Patrick's doing about his fat, hunchback, obese, diabetic life, is he's trying to cope with it by going, I'm a truth-telling, I pick things apart. And it's like, no, you're just kind of a lying to yourself in your own basement.
well, yeah, I mean,
As a guy who lies to himself in his own basement, I think I can analyze these things pretty well. And he's just a little boy trying to not be the fat, bullied, abandoned kid that he is. And it's very clear. Very clear.
well, man, it's like if I were to call somebody fat, that just looks like I'm either being mean or trying to be funny.
No, he's definitely
And,
he's definitely
lashing out.
Yeah, he's definitely got that attitude about his weight and his childhood that kids who were molested have, where he's just trying to be anything but that kid because he's running away from himself. And
Okay.
therapy will fix that. That's the thing. All right, I want to get to this Mayor Brandon. Wasn't me with $5 says, no, MLC, his audience is your audience. Overlap. Not really. You'd be surprised. Most of our audience is from our old radio show. We do have some who came from that world, but we kind of ran them off on purpose. We got a lot of ROTC people. We got a lot of Bubba people.
Yeah.
That day wave, night wave crossover. But most of our audience is our old radio audience. Wasn't me, and I appreciate the $5. Thank you. But most of our audience came from the radio show. So I respectfully disagree, if you will. Oh, here we go. The Jackass Forever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that.
they're still both kind of relevant, I would say.
Are you having any coffee allergies today?
No,
Am
what's
I-
your
Or
deal?
am I just this itchy and like dry as shit and tough?
You
And I'm sneezing again. I'm trying really hard not to sneeze this whole show, and it's
you're
tough.
having a problem.
It was all year round. I used to wake up with nosebleeds. My pillows fall all the time.
Yesterday, I'm just sitting prepping the show. April had been down here, and then she went up, and then right as she went up, I just like a spot of blood hit my shirt.
Yeah, it's off.
And I'm like, what the
It's
fuck?
bad. I keep telling you, like, my knuckles are never like this. I cannot, this is going to sound cheatish, I cannot wait for humidity. I can't wait.
Dash with $5. Thank you, buddy. 160 away from knocking out tonight's goal. You guys are getting there. Thank you very much. You guys jump in there. Keep throwing in a couple of bucks, and we're going to knock that thing out in no time with about 25 minutes left in tonight's show. Yes, April?
Why is everyone saying clip it? What do we say?
Oh, the nosebleeds. They're going to drugs and whatnot.
Come on, guys. Do you know how many reasons those occur? I spent my entire childhood with those and into college, man. People do that.
As we continue on here, we can get bogged down in nosebleeds and dry weather and allergies, and everybody can talk about
Look
that.
at this.
But we're 160 away. I want to knock that out tonight, so thank you very much. Continue your generosity. You know, there's a stereotype about Hollywood actors and actresses that they're vapid, self-centered attention whores. Nothing really goes to solidify that stereotype than telling the audience on your podcast before you tell your husband that you're divorcing him. However, I don't think most people are like surprised by divorces.
No.
I think you kind of see it coming.
I feel like you'd do something like that.
Like do it on the show.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No, that's not how I did mine. I'm a lot more grandiose.
Look.
I have a lot more showy ways of doing it.
Yeah, Aaron just announcing it on a show would have been tame.
Yeah, if I would have said, "Hey guys, my wife doesn't know this, but I'm getting a divorce," would have been a lot more
A little more kosher.
a little more kosher than the way I did. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. All right, let's
My eyes are watering, holding back this sneeze.
let's listen to Tori Spelling and her divorce announcement on her show.
Hi.
Hey, I can't wait to leave you. By the way, love you.
Yeah, I would never be able to do that, I don't think. Like, hey, see you later, but I love you still. Let's keep in touch.
I hate it when people do that. We're like, I still love you. No, you don't. This wouldn't be happening if there was still love there. Like, if you love someone, you work it out. You make it. If you don't love it, the whole point of getting divorced is that a hard thing is happening. That if you loved each other, you would find a way through it and get to the other side and find a way to survive. If you find out you don't love each other anymore when you're like, I don't want to fight to get through this, that's how you know there's no love.
Right.
So you don't end that conversation with, I love you, schnookums. I love you, schmookabee. What?
That's not something that, you don't
You just
say,
passive aggressively shit on this guy for 5
you
minutes.
shit on him and then you end it with affection. I don't get it.
It's like betraying Jesus and then kissing his cheek.
Yeah. Or getting down and kissing his feet because that's what he was into.
That's what, you do what Jesus wanted you to do. That was the whole point. That whole thing is puffed up. The whole, like, recording the announcement.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's, don't do that. Probably don't do it publicly in general. Obviously, we were kidding earlier. That's a really private conversation to be having.
Right. Are you annoyed?
Yeah.
I'm annoyed.
I'm a little anxious, I suppose. I have to pee severely bad, too.
No, I'm annoyed.
You mind if I go pee quick?
That's kind of a late notice thing.
Yes. Mute the mics quick.
Yeah.
Ask?
Yeah. Why don't you go?
Would you like anything?
Okay. The apple pie that's in there. Shake it a little and then pour it like 2 or 3 fingers in the glass. Maybe 3.
Okay.
I'll take the rest. You know what?
That sounds good.
Just take the rest of that jar and pour it in a glass. There's a jar in there that's been used from this morning. No. There's not much left. Just use that jar.
Okay. I'll be right back then.
I
will be right back. I have to pee and do this shit, apparently.
Sean
I
says,
started the show for you.
very good. You did a wonderful job, honey.
Thank you.
Sean says, seeing as how Aaron is not reading chat, press 1 for next. Clock tonight. So I got to see, I think right there. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. We got 6 minutes left. We're 1:10 away. April's coming back for overtime. Oh, right when you ain't getting my money says April's not coming back. April's not, like, she has not bounced back from being sick very well. She got the prizes done. She got all that stuff taken care of, but her face is just not doing okay. Crunchy Cynicism with $5 says, guys, I'm doing all the work and I'm tired. 105 away from knocking it out tonight. Says Crunch, my buddy. And it's apple pie moonshine. I didn't think I would like it with the butter in it, but that is good. Q hobo chili recipe going, oh, you didn't think you'd like butter, you fat. Oh. Thanks, pal. Pretty cool. Everyone just throw in 10. We'll just start knocking down tomorrow already.
Woo.
You good, homeboy?
Nope. Gonna be fine, though. Let's do this show.
Oh, I got to shake these up better when I drink them. The bottom is very chunky.
I noticed that. It kind of looks like applesauce.
Yeah, the first part of it is great. An Oroville, California 9-year-old was behind the wheel when he sped off from officers on Wednesday. Are you playing the game in your head?
Yep. What, the black, white, or other game?
I love you.
Yeah. No, it's there.
Sometimes people say your wife can't be your co-host, but when you think alike, why not?
It's clearly black.
Officials said an officer.
I mean, that's just going to last for a while.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you very much. We really appreciate all your time, energy, money, and promotion of the program.
Thank you.
Very, very cool. And again, April, unbelievable job.
Unbelievable. It's very rich.
Getting the show on the air at 7 o'clock. That was very
fun.
cool.
A nice cold open.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow morning. Johnny and I will be back at 6 a.m. Talk to you then. Go. Oh, I feel for bringing up Medicare. You should. That's why I'm insulting you. I want you to feel bad so you do better. You see, I'm like a girlfriend. I want you to subtly feel bad about yourself so you think it's your idea to change. April says, no bashing my girlfriend. Yeah, see? No making fun of Kiki on this show. Oh, boy. Truth Seeker No says, came in 10 minutes ago. Money has been mentioned 4 times now. Yikes. Well, then guess what? You don't have to hang around. Bye, half. I love doing that. The mods and the old school radio people are so happy that I just got back to giddily banning people.
Because who cares?
Yeah. They're like, Aaron, why do you entertain these retards? It's so much more fun to just ban them and taunt them.
Right. Because now they can't do anything unless they go get another account or create another name. I love the people that feel so big and bad bragging about stuff or burning on people like, oh, I'm throwing it back at you as hard as... Yes, behind your fake name and your icon picture. Right, because we don't have names and faces right in front of you here.
Yeah.
Yep, it's just, oh, I got this piece of information that I'm lobbying because if I am wrong, there's nothing you can do to me.
It looks dumb. I look like an idiot. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it just takes some getting used to again. I'm not sure. Welcome to the program. It is the Steel Toe Morning Show. Oh, my God. They must be getting divorced. I actually didn't hear a lot of that after the show the other night. I didn't hear a ton of that. I mean, no more than I usually do. That April and I are, our marriage is over. It's finished. It's done. I listen, and I'll say this to the mods and all the OGs and the regulars and the steel toe loyalists and whatnot. Any of that, and any April shit pops up, like trolley April shit, those people are gone. You guys have my permission to not just time them out, but get rid of them. Because this is a funny, good morning show that people get up to. They get ready for work. They go to work. It gets them through at least half their workday. They listen to the evening show after. It completes their day. So if people don't want to be here, or if they want to be here to just be a dick, I don't know about you, but I don't need them. So go ahead and bounce them. This is where we're at right now. April and I spent yesterday together. As you know, we took yesterday off. No morning show, no evening show. It was wonderful. We spent the day together singing. It was so eggy. We were making candied bacon together, singing songs. It was queer. I mean queer. You got, it was just leaking out. Just the leaking out of every most of the orifices. So it was a great catch-up day. And look, it's like I said on Wednesday evening's show. And like one of April's friends wrote to her. I'm going to say friends. Wrote to her and was like, it sounds like he's gearing up for a divorce and he's trying to make it look like your fault. I'm like, by saying I've handled her trolling by internet people over the last year poorly by telling her to soldier on instead of take a break and who gives a shit? Yeah. I guess me saying that I'm the asshole really makes me look. I've been doing this for so long, and it still baffles me that some people hear certain shit. It baffles me that, like, I say a certain it is amazing the way the human mind works in terms of comprehension, in terms of what I say, and I can listen back to what I say, and I can go, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. And then someone repeat back to me what I said, and I go, you could not be more off. But then again, that's the thing about human perception, isn't it? Are they off? Is anybody right? Is anybody wrong? Or is it all just the way you perceive shit, the way you hear shit? Like I say it, I hear it, sounds great. Someone else hears it, they go, oh, this guy's the worst. I sit there going, what the are you out of your fucking mind? But I don't know. I'm very proud of Wednesday's episode. People got to clip it. They got to, people who hate us got to clip it and say all kinds of shit. I saw My Lost Interest was very kind. He's a good dude. But then after everybody got to clip it and everything else, I privated it. I took her down, took them out, do your stuff. just because fuck you, I wanted to. That's how it goes. You had plenty of time to go get it. You had plenty of time to go grab it if you're that obsessed with us. Totally fine. And that's kind of the show going forward. Is like the show going forward is, we'll do whatever we want. I don't know you a big explanation. If you're like a diehard fan, if you're a big fan, absolutely. I'll talk to you about it. But like if you're just someone coming in going, like you're mad that I don't explain shit to you, tough. I really don't owe you shit. So it was a great day yesterday. I'm very happy we took the day. Incredibly productive. And I had a couple, well, I would say April and I broke into a bunch of talks yesterday about, going forward and what she wants to do, the shit that's going on with, what we really found out is that she loves doing these shows with me. Monday, like she said Monday, she goes, I was so complimentary of you and I meant every word of it and it felt so nice and everything else. The shit she doesn't like is the people on the internet being like, it's not even trolling. It's not even like ribbing or shitting on or anything. It's like slanderous like it's defamatory, slanderous, like reputation harming statements. And just being blasted out over a blowhorn over and over and over again. Like, it doesn't happen to me. People just hate my guts. That's fine. That's run of that. People have hated my guts for decades. That's totally fine. But, like, it's seriously, and I see people on Twitter defending April on this, and it's wonderful. It's lovely. I appreciate it. It's like defamatory, slanderous shit, like really ugly shit. And then, like, what can I say about this that won't get me in any kind of trouble? Because I got people gunning for me, like legally. They compare her to other people, like nasty, terrible people. They'll compare her to them directly, and these are people who have caused April immense pain in her life, and she's had it. And she's like, I don't know if I want to do any shows the rest of the week. And, like, it feels very good to be a great husband instead of a coworker or a show host. It feels good when she goes, I don't know if I want to do any shows for these. Basically, her stance is these people don't deserve me. I'm good at what I do. She says, I enjoy doing shows with you. We do an amazing show together. And she said, these people don't deserve a show from me. And she goes, the way I'm feeling right now, I don't know if I want to do shows the rest of the week. And what's the proper response to that if you're me? And what was the response I had? I said, that sounds great. If that's what you want to do, let's absolutely do that. I mean, last Wednesday I did a solo show, and I was like, holy shit, I can still rock these. Like, I can still do a great job with these solo shows. Like, I talk to my audience directly very, very well. Then we can get on some rants and some rolls and some riffs, and it's a great show. But more importantly, so I can do it. So if I have to, support April and the journey she's on by going absolutely take the rest of the week off, there's the added bonus of knowing I can do it and it's good and it's not placing any kind of burden on anyone, which is awesome. So I don't know if April's doing Rumble Friday tomorrow. She could. I just told her, I go, you think about what you want to do. You tell me, and I'll go from there. If you don't want to do shows this week, don't do any shows this week. These people annoy the fuck out of you, fuck them then. Don't do shows. As far as the OGs go, I do have a message from April about the fans of this show, about the people who love this show. Whether you're from the radio days or you jumped on in the last year or so that we've been on YouTube or whatever, I think we're coming up on a year on or is it 2 years on YouTube? Since we got banned from Twitch? Holy shit. Yeah, would be 2 years since we got banned on Twitch. Whether it's in the last 2 years that we've been doing the show here, thank you very much. She appreciates you. She knows how great you've been. She gets your support. She appreciates it. So I would say that based on where I left you Wednesday night, April is doing much, much better. We are doing much, much better. I'm doing great. I feel rested and ready to do great shows. And we have gotten support from some really amazing people and friends. Chrissy Mayer sent a text, sent multiple texts. And her husband, Frank Pellegrino, they both sent texts saying, hey, man, we're with you. You need any help, you let us know. You need us to co-host shows, we'll co-host shows. Johnny was saying, if you need me to host shows, you need to take days off and host shows, I'll host shows. I have a great idea because I know Johnny wants to make a little more money. Now, see, one person says my solo shows are awesome and they're way better. One person says I miss April. So the audience is split. Focused on spending time with my wife. That's it. So I posted an update on X and I went, good enough for me. Back to my lovely evening. You want to hear something gross? For like over an hour, we were in the kitchen playing songs while making candied bacon and singing together. Oh, yeah, right? Oh, my God. All right, we've got, I told the guy you said it on Tuesday night and was told I was white knighting. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my goodness. Chops, good to see you, buddy. Always nice to see Chops. Okay, let's, oh, God, Posey's injury from 2011. That's what you sent us, buddy? All right, I'll check it out. Let me just hit refresh on the old PayPal here, see if we're all caught up on donations to the show. No, I am not. Happy Thursday from Balls Deep, $6. Thank you very much. And Schweitz has been following since Twitch. I love this show. The shows with you and April are my favorite. No offense to Johnny, but your and April's banter is a lot like me and my wife, and I love that shit. You two are very relatable. Thank you, buddy. What did I miss? We all feel like that video sometimes. I went through it the first half hour of the show. You can go back and watch that, but April and I spent the whole day together, no work, no nothing like that, just hanging out, making candied bacon and singing songs. I'm going to put the leg up here a little bit. I want to be comfy. April and I hung out, and we did a lot of talking. It was a wonderful day, lots of love and whatnot. And basically, the people talking shit, the people say, not talking shit, but the people saying like libelous, slanderous, like reputation harming shit, it's bothering her, which you can understand. It upsets her, and she doesn't want to do shows for people like that. She wants to do shows for the fans. She wants to do shows for the OGs. She wants to do shows for people who will appreciate it and enjoy it. She doesn't want to deal with that. So a lot of the problem is just people being ridiculous on a couple of things. And basically, the conclusion I came to was, honey, just take days when you need them. Don't be. I'll quote. What's his name? I'll quote Daniel Plainview. Don't be thick in front of me, Al. I want to say that to the internet in general when they're dumb. I just want to be like, don't be thick in front of me. It doesn't help you. You look stupid now. Is candied bacon going to be one of the merch items? Says Joe Smash. Delicious candied bacon, though. Sis Transam says, would Adrian clap along on Friday? Run, the patty roller gets you. Geese Artel says, do you need me to come into your bedroom and help spice up your marriage? It's not if April watches. Look, as far as that part of life, I am not complaining one bit. Okay, I'll complain about one thing. It could be every day rather than most days. That part I will complain about. That part bugs the absolute shit out of me. Yag says, I could fill in. I'm used to people talking shit about me. Oh, there you go. Hey, by the way, Jaeger Curb and Concrete. We're coming up on concrete season.
Out of the 30-plus uncles, they couldn't chip in?
What do you say, 9 o'clock? We'll do the fucking Elisa thing in about 10 minutes. Right. We'll do that for a half hour and call her a night.
Sure.
Oh, man. Mr. Panhandler says, at least she's not e-begging on the internet every day, you cuck. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Somebody has a big potty
selling
mouth.
Poison lemonade. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Mr. Panhandler, you're very upset with me.
Mhm.
I'm sorry for whatever I've done to harm you, sir.
Yeah, you haven't misrepresented what you are. I mean,
Right.
you come on here every day and be like, I'm an e-bagger. Yep. What do you want from me?
I-
Yep, I do this. There's no shame.
Mr. Panhandler, I'm really sorry that for whatever I've done to you.
I mean,
It seems to be lasting.
sorry for coming on here and telling the truth and like saying, hey, give us your money to keep the show going.
I mean, look, you write me in triplicate, and you let me know what you need me to do in order to make you feel better, and I will crumple it up and throw it away and not ever look at it again.
You forgot to wipe your ass with it first.
You know what? I got a dry asshole at the moment.
Oh, yeah, you want them wet wipes.
Yeah, I
huh?
want to make sure it's nice and sludgy.
Yeah, you need those wet wipes.
For old Mr. Panhandler. I'm just throwing a bunch of things in the morning prep for tomorrow because I know if we get into this Elisa Jordana thing, in fairness. Runter on Rumble says, where's April? How long is it going to take you to remember what the schedule is? Jesus Christ. It's April is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Well, all month long. But yeah, no, I'm here every Monday and Tuesday for the most part, with the exception of the random illness or injury. So, yeah.
Mr. Approachable is upset that I'm going to cover Elisa Jordana again. I'm just going to play it real quick, Mr. Approachable. I'm not going to go into, the whole thing from yesterday. Do you want to watch me call Elisa Jordana yesterday, though?
Yeah.
Would you like to see that? I did. She put her phone number in the title of her stream.
That's always a great idea.
Yeah, so I called it, and I left him. But I called it from my Google Voice.
Yeah, that should be good. I'm pretty sure it's not her actual number. At least if she has a functioning brain cell, that's not her actual number.
You guys are full of sympathy, and I appreciate it. A Kentucky man admitted to faking his own death to avoid paying $100,000 in outstanding child support to his ex-wife. Look, sometimes you get behind, you do drastic things. Look, who am I to judge? Really desperate now. Let him go. Let Dusty cook for a little while. Yeah, Bobby Baloney says, did he really just do a your wife joke?
Yeah.
Oof.
And he thought he's winning. Like, the best part is he comes out swinging, like, I'm going to call these guys out. That's never happened. And if I do it, it'll totally work. Then it doesn't work. And he pulls your wife, her.
You ain't getting my money, says Dusty has to be April. You ain't getting my money is convinced that Dusty's so shit that it's got to be April doing a bit. Dusty says soon to be X. All right, we'll put money on that, Dusty. Don't you worry. Dobby says Dusty is April, you fools. They're trying to generate money. Dusty, look at how bad you are at this.
Make magic happen. Like, no, you're going to drown slowly. And while I do think it's funny to watch, I just feel like morally I should be opposed.
Thank you, is Maroon Just Navy Red. Fallen the Great writes, my Dusty bot is working perfectly. Bigot on Socialist Media says this Dusty art is going down swinging. I've never seen the entire chat. Even people who hate this show, will go in the chat and get somebody's back. I've never seen everybody just unanimously have a great time bashing the shit out of a guy.
It's almost like that scene from Rounders where it's like you don't see sharks eating each other.
Right. SC Motorsport says, April, keep up the Dusty bit. It's working great. 170 away from today's goal. Los Federales with $2 says, let's rap with logic about Dusty.
Point, you just push a man past the limit.
Yeah. Oh, they want a link to the clips. Hold on a second. There we go. We're going to post this in the chat. This is the Alicia clip. There you go. Marquis says, Aaron is exceptionally meaner without April, but in this situation, totally justified.
Absolutely. Oh, my God.
There's a lot of people watching this show right now that are going,
boy,
did I miss this guy.
I bring some anger out of you.
She's just such a twat. I'm so happy.
Oh, God.
I don't want her to die. For the record, I don't want her to die.
No, that's content.
Right.
You can't give up content.
Because then that's the end.
Right.
So.
You laugh at her like you did that little girl selling Kool-Aid for her mom.
Right. Luke Dog says she cries hysterically in 30 more seconds. All right, fine. If she's gonna cry hysterically.
All the blood rushed to my mushroom tip.
We'll talk about the latest on April. I know a lot of people are concerned. I know a lot of people, I get messages from people asking, we miss her. The show's great, this and that, but what's the deal? I did talk to her yesterday. I do have an update. I do owe the audience that. I know sometimes when I share, April goes, why did you tell him that? Why didn't you tell him? This show's been around for, 10 years? And I have always cut it straight with this audience. I have always told the audience what's up. I've always kept the audience abreast on any changes that are coming or anything that's going on. And, this is a big one for, 2 years now? A little over 2 years now? April has been a regular co-host on this show, and now one day she decided she needed mental health time. And when people announced that, and April didn't even announce that she was taking mental health time. First of all, last Monday, that evening show she did was fantastic. I enjoyed it. I liked listening to it, and then ultimately joining her on it. But then just kind of, the whole internet just kind of hit her. And she didn't like it, and she wanted some time off, and me being the guy I am, I gave her the time off. Why wouldn't I? Anybody? She's my wife, first of all. But if anybody asked me for that kind of time, I would give it to them. And as far as the update goes, I guess we can talk. Well, like I said, we can talk about it later. But I don't know how much time that's going to be. We can go through the things that the internet's saying about her and explaining to you why she would want more time with that, or why she may not want to ever come back to the show again. And again, I support any of those decisions. I am adaptable. You know how many co-hosts have come and gone in this show's history. I have always said I do not want unhappy campers in my tent. And if, the first time the internet came after April, about a year and change ago, I wasn't this gracious. I told her, I said, put your head down, power through, we can do this. And it took a toll on her. So this time we're just going to do the opposite. We're going to go, hey, be in your feels if you want to be in your feels, Make this, lean into it, whatever you want to do, stay away from it, whatever. The internet is a shitty place for women. It's especially if you want to be a female performer. And, again, if she needs time, she should take her time. Michael B. says a golden EIB mic would be a nice touch. Ooh, okay. Rusty Grammar says, I liked when you had cool stuff behind you at the radio station. Yeah, that's it. You know what? We could go with that. We have a little ledge here. Oh, you know what I just thought of? The wires. I'd have to run wires behind and over and ugh, sounds terrible. Oh, and where would the camera go? Where would I put the camera? Shit, this might have to be the setup for a while. Who knows? Red Honda says April is on demand. Teaser appearances like a pay-per-view. T. Jefferson says puts on tattoo armband. We miss April. Red Honda says Melton is having a nervous breakdown over a missing April. Oh, well, look, I don't want the guy to have mental health problems. And Red Honda, you shouldn't be watching that stuff anyway. It's all nonsense and it's bad for you. His life is writing emails to people who support this show and whining about me. It's pathetic. I'll give you that. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't really sound like too much of a life. All right, let's get the April stuff out of the way because people are in the chat. They're talking about it, everything else. We've got Cheeto says no April, no sponsorship. New boot goofing. Los Federales says April is currently enjoying God's greatest gift, the violence. God's gift. Here's what's going on with April. And like I said, she sometimes goes, why do you tell the audience what I said and blah, 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 blah. And I never get it totally right. So I'll do my best. Just know that this is my interpretation of how things are going. April yesterday, while she was making dinner, said that she said something like, "I'm really glad the shows are going well." I know she hasn't been watching them. She's been kind of just staying away from all of it because she asked me yesterday. She said, "How's the chat?" And I said, there's a couple troublemakers in there from time to time, but it's all right. I said, nothing too terrible about you, so on and so forth. And she asked, or she said, she goes, "I'm glad the show's going well while I'm not there." And I responded because I didn't think that I'd be able to do this solo. I didn't think I'd be able to go back to doing solo shows like I used to. And I said, I believe the line I used was, I said, I forgot how good I was at this. Meaning, like, it felt good that even when she was having an issue, even when she was having a problem, I could get over the fear. Because for a long time, I've been afraid, like if April leaves the show, what am I going to do? I'm sorry, I've been sneezing and I'm just, oh, there we go. So I said, I forgot how good I was at this, meaning I was worried that if she didn't do shows and I didn't have her to do shows with, that I would be that I would be lost, that I wouldn't know what to do. And the fact that we've been able to, and that you guys have been so supportive, and we've been doing very, very good shows. I cannot tell you how happy I am with Matt's performance on the evening shows. He's incredible. And so I told her that, and that kind of upset her. She's like, I was trying to be vulnerable, and you said, she said, and you said that you forgot how good you were. And I said, look, I think what she doesn't understand is that even though she's away from the show and I want her to get better and I'm rooting for her and everything else, as they say in the circus, the show must go on. And I have to keep this thing afloat, and I have to keep it going. And since she's been gone, I have felt that pressure. So I almost don't want her to talk about the show. Like, I don't even want her to worry about the show, talk about the show, anything like that. Mods, if anyone uses any one of my children's name in the chat, I want you to get rid of them. I don't play that shit. We don't do that. That's a hard and fast rule. Absolutely no with talking about my kids. So thank you, Balls Deep. Very cool of you. So I said, I forgot how good I was. And I am. Look, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm very proud. I am remarkably proud of how I've done in this last week and a half since April's been gone and navigating those waters as she goes through what she's going through with the internet, because, like I said, it hasn't been the easiest for me. It hasn't been the easiest for me to carry this thing on my back and lean on Johnny and lean on Matt and keep this thing going. So I don't want her to worry about the show. I don't want her to worry about the quality of the show. I also don't want her to ask me, like, hey, how's the show going, with any expectation of, if it's not going well, maybe I have to, I don't want her to think, oh my God, I have to come back. Because I don't want her to come back because this shit it bothers her. It upsets her. And so I said that. And then I said, look, you do a great job. You do an amazing job on the show, so on and so forth. And sometimes I'll talk to her. I'm like, if you ever, I want April to know, if she ever wanted to walk away, if she ever wanted to stop doing the show, I support that 100%. We will all, I have friends, I have former co-hosts, I have a lot of people who can help out with this show if need be. And if April doesn't want it, because you got to remember, the more of this shit people say, the more that can affect her life going forward. And if she wants to do something else and we become a more nuclear family in that sense, where she has a job, I have a job, that whole thing, I don't see that as a negative at all. I think that's wonderful. I think that's a very good thing. If she wanted to come back and do the show, she would come back and we would have the best shows there are. If April came back tomorrow and she started doing shows, they would kick ass. They would be amazing. They would be incredible shows. The best shows, incredible shows. If she decided that, look, man, these people say so much shit about me and they say so many awful things and they clip me and they point at me and they do all this shit and it's beneath me and it's humiliating. Fuck this. I'm out. That's great too. I can say with 100% certainty that I would be proud of April no matter what decision she makes. And right now, if you guys want an update, I think she's leaning towards, at the very least, elongating this absence and possibly finding something else to do, which I encourage. Like I said, if she wanted to come back and she said, fuck these people, I'm ready to come back right now, I want to do shows, I'd say, are you sure? If that's what you want to do, let's do it. And if she said that, look, for 2 years, I made my living as a broadcaster, and I never thought I'd do that. And I'm happy with what I've accomplished. I'd be so proud of her. Because she has done an incredible job. And she has become very, very good at it. Now, what would that mean for the show going forward? I feel like we're doing really well. It's a huge part of my life gone. And that's a very weird feeling indeed. If you get back on FM, then I think it'd be a better fit for her. Red Honda says, protect your wife. You're doing the right thing. Oh, thank you, Red Honda. Out of Tune says, problem is April's approach to online scrutiny. If you are confident with what you do and believe in it, then nothing can shake and rattle you. She needs to find her essence. It's all part of growing up. I don't know. Kyle says, I worked with my girlfriend for a year at a dealership. Schnoop says, I can't blame her. Sometimes the only way to win is not to play. Play the Respect the Drip, Aaron, to drop to drag yourself out of this funk, says Tom Thompson. Maybe she could do a few shows a month, says Optic Nerve. I would love that. I think that would be great. Any amount of shows she wants to do would be fine with me. Here we go. That's the one thing you got when she works with you. I see my wife and kids 2 to 3 hours a day during the week. Yeah, get to spend so much time with her, And now I don't have that time anymore. All right, guys, I'm just going to leave that $30 on the table. We've been doing really, really well this week. So I don't think we're going to miss that $30 if we come up short. You guys have been more than awesome to this show. I'm going to go rest up. Matt and I are going to do an evening show tonight. I'm going to talk to April. I'm going to see what's going on because so many people are asking me questions. Oh boy, I need to figure out what's going on with this show, my man. All right, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great rest of your day. Go inhale some exhaust fumes, says Pastor Aristocock TX. Bye, everybody.
This family feels.
Boy, they really do jump to violence quickly, those bus attendants.
Yes, those bus attendants. Those bus attendants definitely.
I really get
so quick to the violence.
I really get tired of these bus aides. Every time they get the least bit frustrated, they just find somebody weaker than them and start swinging on them.
Yes, we need to address the savage behavior in the bus attendant community.
I mean, the worst part is they don't even show you the bus attendant on bus attendant crime.
No.
Those are only when they attack the children.
Yes.
And that's, to me, that's problematic.
The Littleton School District didn't do enough when they first started noticing injuries on their son. Good evening, I'm Mikelia White.
And I'm Michael Spencer. The parent.
Mikelia White.
Wait. They didn't do enough when they first. How long did they notice injuries on their son and not? Your child gets off the bus and has injuries.
Fresh ones. fresh injuries, and you go, hey, you playing football at recess again? Little scamp.
Parents wanted
Sorry, go on.
to share their story and the video with your reporter, Kelly Worthman, who joins us now live in studio.
And Kelly, that video is so difficult to watch.
Yes, it is. And the parents want to know if that
Well, then
doesn't
let's
make you
get to
angry,
watching it.
What will? You have fractured bones, a knocked out tooth, deep bruises.
Because I know she hates this shit that's being said. But she was very happy to hear that I miss her on the show, that the audience misses her on the show. I have an idea. Even if she diminishes her capacity on the show and goes and does something else, I have a Johnny Mornings, April Evenings idea that that obviously would result in you being better compensated, but also probably I'm thinking better compensated, like to the point of like where we were when we started this thing.
Well, that would be nice. I don't, I do this. I help out because we're friends, man. I like helping my friends. I love the show. The audience is awesome. But yeah,
So-
I won't lie. I'm financially against the wall with the government stuff, man.
Yeah, that's the cuff stinks.
Oh boy, yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I honestly, like, I'm not speaking for April here. She has said nothing about this. This is my brain working. I think we can work out a deal because the audience loves her so much, and she's not focused on the audience right now. She's focused on the shitheads. And I think once
And I know how that is. I had that problem when I first started. It's really hard to not notice
yeah,
the two people screaming the one mean thing.
yeah, because that talking about things that were bad for my marriage, the Chad Zumach and all that shit, that didn't have an impact.
No.
That didn't fuck up my wife at all. So yeah, Chow, I'm glad you like that kind of stuff.
That didn't attract a troll community that started following her online, delving into everything she has, and then,
comparing her
dicks.
to my ex-wife and shitting on her for every goddamn reason under the sun. No, don't worry, Chow. Covering that stuff didn't lead to my wife and I not working together anymore.
There's so many shows that just cover him now.
I want to co-host his show, sit in, and because Ape isn't on there right now. I want to sit in for Ape.
I will say this. I would love to have Jesse on, but I'm conflicted because he did a lot of stuff about April that I'm not okay with.
Okay.
So if we can bury the hatchet on the stuff he did with April, the AI neural shit and stuff like that, if we can bury the hatchet on that stuff, because I know her. I know she's not interested in an apology from any of these people. When I say clean break from the internet, she wants to be a private citizen. So I know she doesn't want to come on here and hear an apology.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't care. She's moved on from it. But I would like him to say, look, Evan is a fucking saint. I have gotten to know her the last few months. That woman is an angel. So, and look, man, here's how I've always felt. Like, if you're on a show, fair game. If you're not on a show, not fair game. Like, I don't think April's fair game anymore. And I certainly don't think Mrs. Ricada is fair game anymore. And that woman, man, if you knew that woman, she is an absolute sweetheart. And anyone who's going to say anything about that woman is human garbage. I mean, she is. Look, here's a big difference. Has April talked shit about people on the show before? Has she kind of like said some snarky shit about? Yes, we do a show. It's funny. We make fun of people. It happens. I can see where people would see that and go, oh, fuck her. I like this person, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Certain levels of that are fair. That woman never did any of that. She's, like I said, she's an absolute sweetie
She's
pie.
an innocent.
She's an innocent. She's a sweetie pie.
And for the longest time, like, nobody knows what that means. It seems like nonsense. Like, I will be us. But I think with recent circumstances, with recent evidence presented by April Imholte of the Steel Toe Morning Show, with some of the...
Wait, what evidence
did we present?
What evidence did I present? I mean, they're friends of mine. I hang out with them. Oh, wait, I forgot. We're all cuffing each other.
Oh, it's the hot tub stream. That was the evidence you presented.
Can I say this about the hot tub stream?
What's that?
Giant
Fake tits?
mistake.
Oh.
Never should have done the hot tub stream. I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
And this is a self-awareness thing, which the internet needs to work on. We did it as a way to make fun of the swinger allegations.
Right.
Like, we did it to go, oh, look, it's such a thing that we're going to do this thing to show how it is. Well, we forget that the people who were making up the rumor are.
And so they saw that as
So
proof.
they see it and they go, oh, they're totally off each other. It's like all the irony, all the joke, right over their head. And they went right to, I'm some kind of Bond villain who's masterminding this gaslighting thing. And I'm like, no, guys, I'm kind of dumb too myself. I'm not as dumb as you, but I just thought it would be funny to respond to that with a hot tub stream. Never should have done it.
You were
totally because now everyone just goes, oh, that's proof. It's like that. No, that was the joke, was that it's not proof. And you just go,
things we've been seeing from behind the scenes and what we've been hearing about Kayla and some of the like the deep lore dives. I have seen a really good theory posited by some rando on Kiwi Farms.
Oh, well, then it's got to be 100%.
Dude, I heard a theory on Reddit. Why aren't we researching this?
In no way is that a dumb thing to say. In no way is that insanity to say out loud. I saw this thing on Kiwi. You know who you could ask? Here's a good idea. You know who you could ask? You could ask me. I'll tell you. I've told Kiwi Farms and Reddit before. My life is not nearly as exciting as you think it is. April's life, Mrs. Ricada's life, Nick's life. None of them are as exciting as you think they are. Mine, maybe. I'm a pretty cool guy. It's just not.
I'm just wandering from Sophie to Sophie every day.
I'm just off them all, man.
In regard to this situation, right?
What situation?
Kayla
does
not believe that she's a good wife or mother, right?
Wow.
Where are we getting this?
Bullshit, my man. Again, I know you read it on
the internet.
And that's a good source. That's a very good source. I have seen it personally. Wonderful mother. Like, really good mom. I'm sorry. Like, even my kids love her. Like, you know what? My oldest yesterday said, when do I get to sing the Judds with, I don't like saying her first name because I don't know if she wants her first name on the show, but I guess the whole internet says it, but with Mrs. Ricada again. And I'm like, well, we'll have to find a day and work that out. And, you're here these days and they can come over and do, you can sing the Judds because my oldest is a big Judds fan because of me. You know what she's a big fan of now? She said when she got in the car yesterday after school, she goes, Dad, you know what I loaded onto my tablet yesterday? A bunch of Eric Church. All right, should we listen to this? Should I entertain this or read any further?
I mean, if you want to for a minute, but we're running out of steam.
I'm bored of this guy.
Right. This Kiwi Farms post really goes into like great detail about this.
Yeah.
About how Kayla has these like really deep-rooted insecurities about her ability to provide and her relationship with Nick and with the kids and stuff like that. And this seems to...
Are you... Okay. I thought people had insane theories about April and I, just knowing how things are.
Mm-hmm.
I thought people had insane theories. I feel worse now for those two. Because apparently there's even more insane theories. Because, like, I'm listening to someone go, this is what I heard on Kiwi Farms, versus I've known them now since, October? We did that show with Chrissy? Known them since October. Known them for the better part of a year. And the them that these internet people have convinced, and I will never convince them it's not the case.
Right.
But the them that these internet people have convinced themselves exist, I'm really sorry. You've made up fictional characters.
Especially since one of these people doesn't ever appear online. What are you basing all of this off of?
Yeah, did you install cameras? Like, are you... Because, again, I have hung out with this person many, many times. She is... Again, I cannot find a negative word to say about this woman. She is an absolute angel. Again, sweet lady, wonderful woman. And I know, just like April, the internet shit, I mean, look, it's going to bother anybody when you're the spouse of a personality of any kind, my first wife and my last girlfriend, when I was on the radio, there would be shit that would happen that would bother them. People put screws in our driveway trying to flatten our tires when I was on the radio. And my first wife, that fucked her up. She was angry. She was upset. She wanted to move over that. It happened more than once. It does golf people up, but like also it's just so not true. Like, it's just, I listen to these people and their theories, and look, I'll admit when people have a theory, right? There are some people who they come up with theories and you're like, holy shit, it's like they're in the coffin room.
Yeah.
But then you'll hear, and it's usually the small stuff. Like, they'll get small stuff right. And maybe it's because it's just like obvious. But they'll come up with some big theories, and you'll just go,
okay.
Like, it doesn't gaslight you, but for a minute you're like, is the thing I've lived, like, have I been asleep the entire time? Am I getting up from a coma and the whole thing I lived just doesn't exist? I don't know. I've nodded off more on stream than any of these people.
And no one started a year zonked out on pills.
Nobody ever starts a drug rumor about me. Nobody ever says I'm on coke. Nobody ever says I'm smoking crack.
I got jars of my piss stocked up for months so I can go, no, man, run them all.
Dude, I think this, now I've heard this video. I've heard horrible rumors about Nick. Terrible rumors about his wife here. Terrible rumors about April. Nothing about me. I'm pissed. What do they think? I'm the Nick?
What else do I got to do to get a rumor?
Glue holding everybody together? What the fuck do I have to do? Maybe I'm Hoover and Schneef all day. You don't know. I get tired at night. I don't. Maybe not.
Then I want to go to bed.
Maybe I'm drinking constantly. I had a Coca-Cola yesterday.
Maybe I'm drinking constantly. Yeah, I did kind of pass out after my second beer.
That's the thing. You could never get an alcoholism one started with me because they'd be like, Aaron doesn't drink enough to be an alcoholic.
He passes out before he reaches that point.
Because what is it, like 3 to 5 days a week, you have 3 or more drinks or whatever? That's considered an alcoholic?
Yeah, probably.
And I'm like, look, I know people like that, but like I would sit there and I go, who can have 3 drinks in a row more than once a week? That's tough insanity. I mean, I don't like this guy. I think I'm going to cut this guy loose.
Yeah, no.
I don't like him.
There's not a lot of winning here. He has a very small audience. Yeah,
like
44.
if it were the Kino Casino guys, I'd fuck around with them. That's fine.
Like, even for a hater channel, he's not doing well. Like, he's doing 44 views on that video. Like, that's less than I do on YouTube, and my stuff's split between 3 platforms.
Right. Like, I don't mind God, I can't remember their names. PPP and Worski, I think they do a good show, and they'll pick on people and they'll make fun of shit. I think they do a good job. But like that guy's just being an internet girl. And just like, and also when there's like, when I consider people to be an innocent and people lie about them, it kind of bothers me. Like, if that guy were to talk shit about Nick all day long, I wouldn't care. Nick's got his own show. It's bigger than mine. He can address that guy if he wants to, or as Will Sasso says,
or don't.
But like when it's innocence, it's like, that's just kind of shittish. Let's go ahead and see, I want to check in with the chat during this one. Zach Anderson says the theories about Rekieta are some of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I mean, people just, I don't know if they watch them on a screen and they just go, oh, I know this person.
Yep. They do.
Odd.
That's what dude, it happens to me even, like, and I don't do a big channel.
Local government honey says they are don't pay them any attention. It's really boring. I'm surprised y'all can still throw funny twists on it. Well, thank you, local government honey. That's actually really nice of you to say that you're really bored by that stuff, but we can make it entertaining. Mr. St. Caesar says, good God, what have I done? Apologize, everyone. Time to donate enough to ban this tard. Oh, that guy. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Gender neutral bathrooms are okay. It's stupid. It's fascist bullshit. Like, all right.
In my day, right?
Yeah. So like movie studios go, yeah, let's not adapt any David Mamet shit for a while.
Do you think they won't? I think the pendulum is swinging more towards like, okay, it's enough. Like
I hope
we've had enough. Yeah, like we can't just this is so woke. It's insane. I mean, I at least feel that way. Wouldn't you say?
I hope you're right. Like, look, I hope you're right. I am so jaded because like I've been doing a radio talk show of some sort for like almost 15 years. And like every time I think we're about to turn a corner, and every time we're about the only thing I will acknowledge this, I listened to Joe Rogan talking to Tucker Carlson, and one thing they did point out that I did agree with is that, remember like 10 years ago when people were like, not even going to be able to do stand-up in a few years. They're filming shit at clubs, and they're getting people in trouble, and they're doing all this shit. And then all of a sudden, comedy clubs started taking your phone away. They started putting that away, and then people started getting in less and less trouble for shit they said at their shows. And like comedy was able to kind of kick out that form of censorship or that kind of an arm's tired. Am I right?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, it's a multifaceted joke because you don't know if my arms are tired from flying in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
the age-old joke.
Or
just flew here.
Right. Or is it from swinging my sword at a bunch of enemies of Christ? Like, you don't know what I'm tired from.
I would bet on that it would be the latter.
Yeah, well, you know, place your bets. You know what they say? Shit in one hand, wish in the other, and see which one the Lord fills up faster.
Is that what they say?
I think that's how the old joke goes. I learned it when I was
the old adage.
Yeah, I learned it when I was in Sumatra from old Babylonia. I don't know why I turn into Dennis Miller when I do location references. Put it, no, Mrs. Rickett, no, put it down. Put it down. Don't, God damn it, internet, look what you did. Actually, you know what? Now it makes sense why they're doing it. That's kind of the ending that they're looking for. Oh, boy.
A real true crime happening right in front of their eyes.
Yeah. No, April's court appearance today was over a speeding ticket. I believe we just decided to let the speeding ticket go. The last we had talked about the speeding ticket was insurance wasn't going to count it.
Mm-hmm.
Just we're going to pay the fine. Come to think of it,
wait, did you ever announce the court date on this show, or
no?
Did the Spurgs just?
I think the Spurgs went on to like the county website and looked for a court date. Isn't that's insane?
Can
right?
you stop? Don't you have a life? Don't you have kids and a family depending on you, and you're doing that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you're fucking sad.
It's something else.
You're fucking sad.
You guys aren't not sad. I'll put it that way. But no, we're not going to get the insurance on it. That's what you fight a ticket for, is to not have to have it go on your insurance. So, yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, Mo Green says, pay the fine right here in Brainerd.
Yeah.
No, we got it here. Yes. We got the speeding ticket right here.
In Brainerd.
Does the comedy shop...
What do we know so far?
Yeah, absolutely.
You ever seen a honker as wide as it is long? That's fucking me up right now. First thing that fucked me up about her is, I'm not saying she does cocaine. I'm just saying that's a bit of a coke schnoz.
Oh, well, if she doesn't, it's a crime against God.
When you see those big kind of puffed out noses, that's a good sign that you've had a little schneef in your day.
Dude, well, if not, like I said, God gave you hood scoops for something. You're either using it for snow, or you should be a bloodhound, like tracking scents through the wilderness.
That's one of those dead giveaways when someone's like, I don't do coke. It's like, really? Here's a picture of you a year ago or 2 years ago. Here's a picture of you now. I'm just saying the evidence is piling up. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
The country would be in a better place if we saw a few more people like coming out of church on Sunday and going around town in a nice suit or a Sunday dress or whatever. Like maybe either I'm getting old, I'm turning Republican, or like this show puffed up in one direction that I'm swinging the pendulum back too far the other way.
It could be all of these things.
Yeah. But we'll play Russell Brand talking about becoming a Christian during overtime. Is your guys' number for today. So yeah, I've been I've had a friend who's been reading me a bunch of, they're like, oh dude, yeah, I got Kiwi Farm stuff for you today. And they're like, they're thinking that you have often turned on Nick because you're I'm like, no, I'm shitting on him. He's my friend. I'm shitting on my friend. I'm insulting my friend.
That's what you do.
And then there was one, what was the other one? So I like reporting to you guys the Kiwi Farms gossip. The traffic ticket one, which I thought was such a small, like, you missed traffic court. How funny is that? That's the funniest thing. Nick and my wife had traffic court and they puffed it up. That's fucking great. I would expect that if I missed traffic court, the entire world would be telling me what a stupid piece of shit I am. And we'd all laugh.
Guess you're just going to pay the ticket now.
But then the other one was when I was saying that Nick looked like, because like I was talking about how I'm a bigger guy.
Yeah.
And I was talking about how Nick's like skinny and gaunt. I was talking about how he used to come to the gym and, they'd all watch me spar and shit like that. And I was making fun of, I was like, oh man, he's ugly, he's hideous, he's rail thin, he's you don't need to talk about either families. Like, stick to us, you'll never run out of content. I promise. Rusty Grammar says Reddit is where the moes go. I saw one of the gossip pieces. I guess Nick on his show was talking about how he was denying swinging allegations.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm aggressively monogamous. And I was like, if I could be an advisor, I'd be like, don't tell a group of trolls something so weird. Like,
leave the aggressive part
aggressively monogamous just makes it sound like, that's it. Here's
like,
what
she looks at another man the wrong way and you are beating her.
I'm gonna fucking bite his throat, which I've seen him do. But like aggressively monogamous, I thought that one was funny because I was like, dude, I'm not aggressively monogamous. Like, people know my history. I've been a rat cuff piece of shit for most of my days. Like, people, I don't like telling the internet, like setting myself up with the internet in a way that they could easily knock me down. I want them to have to work to knock me down.
Yeah.
If I sat here and told you I'm aggressively monogamous, they'd be like, he and his the blah, 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 blah. We're getting the blah, 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 while she was blah, 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 blah.
Uh-huh.
I can't talk about it. Like, I've been a cheating sack of shit. I've been with multiple women at once many times during my relationship.
Yes.
This has been something I've done. More than once. Not proud of it. Not sad about it. It's just the way my life was at one point.
It's just what you did.
It's not like that right now.
It's just a thing you went through.
Yeah.
It happened.
I was just loving... You know what my problem...
You were love bombing.
Yeah. You know what my problem is? I just love women too much. I just treat them so nice and they love me back and I love them and they have pretty hair. You know what I am?
Huh.
I'm like Lenny from Of Mice and Men if I couldn't squeeze a woman to death with my bare hands. Like, Lenny would be thinking of everybody if he, had a little bit of game and wasn't and didn't murder women by squeezing and thrashing them. So I'm like Lenny if he wasn't murderous. It's not none of my extramarital behaviors in my history very much, buddy. That's going to put us at 140 for tonight. Holy shit. Knock it out, boys and girls. You're doing great. You want to throw a little Oz dollars at us? Go nuts. Vici Small Wonder says Aaron is the love man. Is that going to be the new rumor now? They might not be swinging, but Aaron's golfing around. I don't know. You cannot like my personality. That's totally fine. Believe me, I get it. But again, tell me when I'm telling lies. Oh, you didn't think you'd like butter, you fat... Let it go. Let it go.